This is Roster Ricky.
It's Stoner Steve.
The following show is intended for mature audiences only.
And if you're under 18 and watching this shit,
we are sorry you have shitty parents.
And also kinda surprised that you're smart enough to just click yes on 18.
So thank you again for coming on and taking the time to do an interview with us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So the first question, what kind of music did you grow up on? And kind of part two of that, what kind of started getting you into the rap?
Wait a minute, I want to back up on that question. I've seen that you have a Batman cup.
Yes, I do. I love Batman.
Superman all the way.
I don't not like Superman. I actually watched the newest one with Henry Cavill, and he was spot on. Just amazing Superman. Like literally, exactly looks just like Christopher Reeve did in the old movies. I was really surprised. So as a Batman fan, I will say the new Superman is awesome.
We're on the same page with that. We're all good. But growing up, I listen to a lot of different music. Especially for my age, I listen to the older NWA, LL Cool J. I even listen to MC Light a little bit. Anywhere from that stage to what was hot just then, you know, that's just what I listened to. And what made me pursue music is actually, I was inspired by my dad. My dad DJs, and he's done it well over 10 years. So growing up, I've just been around music all my life.
Nice. That's really awesome. I sort of kind of do that. KJ right now, it's not as intricate as being a DJ, but I understand that kind of lifestyle. It's hard, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun being around music all the time.
Yes.
So,
to just call me, like the jukebox. It's because I would always know a song, or, if they're like, well, Jazzy, pick a song and we'll sing it, something right off the top of my head.
Yeah. That's I like all the older stuff. Like when somebody asks me, what type of music do you like? I like music. Like when I'm doing karaoke, I like doing the older ones, like songs from the 50s, like the Everly Brothers, and songs from nowadays, like Lady Gaga. But
being into music and being a musician or a producer, you just don't have one type of music you listen to.
Yeah.
And I don't think people quite understand that.
No, like you can be a fan of a genre, but to be a musician, like you gotta accept that all the music plays into the other musics. Like everything's inspired by other musicians. Like there might be pop artists that were inspired by metal bands.
They're out there.
Oh yeah. So, I know you mentioned some of the old school rappers. Who are some of your favorite old school artists, and why do they stand out more than others?
Favorite old school artists? I'm gonna have to think on that one. Because they're all great. I actually miss their music. A lot compared to what's on the radio now. One of my favorites actually isn't a rapper. She's a singer, and you can never go wrong with Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah.
You can never go wrong with her. She's just authentic. Everything, every one of her songs, you can just feel the emotion. It doesn't matter if you've had a rough day and you listen to her song called Just Fine. I can guarantee, 3 seconds into that song, you're dancing to it. I love her.
Nice. Perfect answer. So, who would be some of your newer artists that have come out recently? Like, I would say since 2010. In the last 6 years.
Well, in the last 6 years, that's kind of difficult for me. I'm not a big mainstream fan. I listen to mainly underground artists.
Even underground artists.
There's a Chicago singer / rapper. His name is Lito Garcia, and I've actually followed him since 2010. By far, he is my favorite. I wish he was on the radio here. But now there's a new artist. I think his name is Kent Jones. He's on the radio here a lot, and I really enjoy his music. T.I. has a newer release out, and I really like his newer release. I've also followed Doms. He's from California since 2010. And Beza, he's from California from 2010. So I think my music is really based on underground.
Yeah. That's kind of what we're going to be doing, a show with Battleborn DJ coming up soon. And that's kind of what we're wanting to focus on, is kind of the underground artists. Because there's so many good artists that not nobody, but more people need to hear them.
That was crazy. Battleborn is actually my, I wouldn't say manager, because he's my dadager. that is my dad. He is, he's DJ'd for so long, and I've learned a lot of tricks from him. So
that's awesome. I didn't know that, actually.
So it's funny that you mentioned him.
That's really cool. Yeah, we're really looking forward to doing that, and we're wanting to. There's a lot of artists out there that I'm just seeing, and they don't have that many followers, but they've got really good tracks, and like your track that we shared on Twitter, we listened to that for quite a while. It's on loop. It's a great track. It's a great remix. If you guys haven't listened to it, go check out the Twitter. You guys will see it. And so, Well, okay. Well, that was gone. So is there any any type of advice you have for any aspiring rappers, anybody that's wanting to get into music at all, rather than just listening to it?
Definitely, there's people out here that do this, and then there's people that truly do it. It is hard. It is probably the hardest industry anybody could ever get in. You know, all the career fields out there, from surgeons to lawyers, singers, rappers, the music industry is the hardest thing. But you can never give up. You follow your heart. You can never lose by following your heart. Whether you get 10 plays on a song or 10,000 plays on a song, you followed your heart, so you're still winning at the end of the day.
Excuse me. Exactly. That's great advice. I had another question, and it eluded me. I usually write them all down. Okay, so the music industry, how have you noticed the changes in it? Like, I noticed when music first started, it was more, there was a lot more storytelling going on in songs, rather than nowadays it seems to be all about money and guns and hoes. And I'm noticing that in country music too now. They're starting to, like, what are your feelings about the way music has changed like that, where they used to have meaning?
It is so crazy how much it changes, even on a daily basis. You know, rap music, it used to be all about storytelling. You could tell your story about, you know, your mama, and it gets 1,000 plays or 1,000 hits. You know, nowadays, if it has any meaning to it, people don't want to hear it. People feel like they can't party to it, so they don't want to hear it. And it's truly sad that music has came to that, because the younger generation, I know I'm young, but you know, the generation that's younger than me, they look up to these artists. They, everything that they say, they think is the gospel. So I feel like music it impacts life on a way that it shouldn't. And the way that it's just changed is crazy. It's, like you said, even country music, and I'm actually a country music fan.
Yeah.
Love it. But it's all starting to sound the same.
Yeah, there used to be different genres. Now, like, I heard a newer country song. I can't remember what it was, and it was a few weeks ago. I didn't realize it was a country song, though, because it sounded like it was a pop dance song. And new country hit. It's like, okay, it's not country music, but we can call it that.
But that's a lot of today's country, is a lot of pop.
Yeah.
That's what it is, but they call it country. I enjoy it. I mean, for me, for you to look at me, you probably think, no, this person isn't going to like country. I'll get down in some cowboy boots, okay? Get down in some cowboy boots and some Lou Bryan, some even Tom Petty.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it's just, today's music just literally all sounds the same. Pop music, rap music, country music, R&B just sounds the same.
I found the only thing that kind of doesn't sound like everything else nowadays is the electronic music, the dance music. That's the only, and they're not songs, but they're fun to dance to. Like,
you can dance to it. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah.
So.
And there's still a lot of those songs that are still good to dance to, and they're good, but they're not like Johnny Cash and all those other guys, you know, used to hey, there's actual story here with their songs.
Oh, it's the same thing in every type of song you can ever think of. I mean, it's the same thing. You go out, you have a drink, you meet a girl, you take her home. That's it.
Yep.
That is, and about 90% of today's music.
Yep, and you can tell many different stories just taking those little premises and then writing their song. You got the base for a story already, or for a song already. Alright, well, thank you again for coming on the show. We're running out of a little bit of time here, gotta get this up, but we'll definitely be having you on again for later on down the road, get a couple more tracks up and do a little bit more, I'm running out of words here. I'm sorry. Get a little bit more interview with you, and okay, there's something popping up down there on Periscope viewers. Catch us later. Is there any shout outs that you want to give to any of your friends, anybody that is also trying to start out now, or anybody that you enjoy listening?
I'll shout out about a born DJ, of course. Lex Lucchese. Just my family in general. You know, they've helped me get to where I'm at today. They've inspired me, motivated me, and they've done what other people wouldn't do. You know, driving 2 hours away just to see a 3-minute show. So I just like to really shout them out, and anybody that's on the grind, just stay on the grind.
Nice. And is there any shows that you're going to be doing in your area for anybody who might be tuning in there that wants to come check you out live?
I have not scheduled any shows right now, sadly, but we are working on it.
All right. Well, we'll definitely keep updated on that, and maybe the next interview we'll have some shows announced for too.
Good deal. That's what we're shooting for.
All right. Well, thank you again so much for taking the time out, and I will be shooting you a message as soon as this is up, and we'll definitely have you back on here soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Hey everyone, give me your ear. I've got something that you all should hear. I've got it right here with me in my front pocket. I promise you all that it's not a gold rocket. What is it, stupid? Sit right down. What is it, stupid? I'll tell you, you clown. It's called the fist bump. Put your hands in the air. It's called the fist bump. Now sit your derriere. It's called the fist bump. Use your left and your right. It's called the fist bump. We can do it all night.
You got bitch titties. You got titties so big, they got bitches in them.